Welcome back, guys. My name is Valencia, and I am the Game Mistress. And no, I'm not very energetic this time, because, once again, as has already happened in this recording, I have to redo something that I've already played. I've been playing for about an hour and a half, and I have to do it again. Why? Oh, well, don't ask me why. OBS is being a dick! I checked before I recorded to make sure that my microphone audio was coming through, as I do every time, and it was. And then when I actually started recording, because I clicked preview stream like I always do, and everything was fine, and then I clicked record, and guess what? No audio from me. If it was like just game audio, you know, maybe I would have just dealt with it, but no, you couldn't hear me talking at all. You know, I thought it was just, I already had started in on my second episode that I was recording today. You know, I already did an episode and a half, and now I have to start over. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting. We're going to get through this quickly. This is not going to be the last episode of Sherlock Holmes like I said it was. Goddamn fucking hair. And like I was hoping it was going to be, because the last section of the game is very long. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish it in 2 episodes, but probably not. So anyway, let's just go ahead and do everything. I would have just...
newspaper.
Yeah, it's fine. I would have just probably dealt with it and just kind of told you guys what you missed, but the issue is there was quite a few cutscenes, and there was a huge explanation of everything that Holmes did, and there was no way I could cut that out.
Holmes's pipe.
So, I gotta go through, and I gotta let you guys see what you missed.
Us, those who are close to us, who are part of our everyday lives, parents, colleagues, companions, friends. Then something unexpected happens, and it tears away the blinkers which we have chosen to wear. And it's at that precise moment that we finally see the true nature of those who always mattered the most to us. But in Holmes's case, what could have pushed the man, whom I have always considered as honest and loyal, to sink to such barbaric crimes and cold-blooded murder? I don't have the answer, but one thing is certain. Up until today, I had a friend. A noise, but it's coming from the flat, I'm sure.
Now, I am slightly upset because several things are revealed in a few moments, and you are not going to see my genuine reaction this time because I have already seen it once. But here you are.
Holmes! I know you are in there! Holmes! Open this door immediately!
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me!
I am sorry.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
It's just like that dream that he had.
You've driven me to this.
Mr. Phillips, open up!
I still can't believe that Watson actually tried to shoot him.
Why did it have to come to this, Holmes? All those years of friendship and respect, of trust, everything that we went through together, and you deceived me all along, damn you. I wish that I had seen through all of your lies. But now, it is over. It is all over. After so many days of relentless investigations and sleepless nights, I returned to the Thames area, to the very place where the bishop's nephew had died. I only had one trail left to explore, one last desperate attempt to understand recent events. I descended into the putrid, dark, suffocating depths of the town, the sewers. The fresh breeze from the Thames gave way to the stale, dank air of the dark tunnels. A shadow moving through an underground labyrinth, tormented, wandering through this humid, oppressive purgatory. What I might find mattered little. The most important thing was to keep moving.
Alright. So, yeah, Holmes totally just shot himself. I wish that you guys had been able to see a proper reaction out of me.
I can see this.
However, I already knew it was coming. And unfortunately, was not surprised by it. I can only imagine what everyone else was thinking.
The bar.
So, the upside to this is now I'm going to get through everything very quickly because I already know what I'm doing. Maybe. If Watson will move! Watson! Oh my god.
This would.
Okay. So anyway.
Wire.
Wire.
An iron. This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event.
Yes. We're aware.
The trapdoor is.
Sorry, I'm aware. Sorry, I'm just like not even... Okay. Not even like being courteous to the fact that none of you guys know what the fuck is happening. I've already looked at this. Go away. Then I come over here and there's like a thingy. It's heavy. And guess what we find?
A body. Oh, it was weighed down by the anchor. If I can retrieve the anchor, I can use it as a grappling hook.
Of course you can retrieve the anchor. It's right there. Okay. So then we take this anchor, and there's a boat across the way, and we grapple the boat, and we pull it across to us, so we can cross the water.
First try. Now, let's pull the boat back here. The boat is tied up on the other bank. It's in...
But I can walk across.
An old... This...
Alright. Oops. I always do that. So then we take these items. There's a cloth with blood on it.
Footprints.
And we go right here. Not right there. Over here.
Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
Alright. Now, I get to clean stuff. My OCD kicks in and I have to clean everything just so perfectly. It's kind of gross that we're cleaning all this with a rag that already has blood on it. Alright, and then...
Incredible! This grate is new and has a mechanical locking system.
Now I just have to remember how to do this. I've already forgotten. Oh, here we go. Jesus. Staring me in the fucking face. Okay, and then this one, I believe something like this. There we go. And then the third one goes like this. Nope, I didn't fuck it up. I did not fuck it up. Alright. And then we open the grate.
Open. Come on, John. Courage.
And here's another. See how you like that? Oh, and how does this smell? Don't think you like that much.
And
That'll teach him. Let's see if I can break.
then Watson comes in like a badass. To save someone.
Holmes.
And every time that fucking happens, I
Very
think they're gonna
glad to
kiss
see you,
there.
Watson.
Bromance.
Whee! Yes, he's alive! The bad guys had better watch out now. Grandpa's alive! And he is a good man. I knew that he was. Uh-oh, they're going to be sorry now. My grandpa ruled. Yes, and my grandpa saved him. Read it.
And that was something I didn't realize. I didn't realize the
You are
kids
alive.
were their grandchildren.
I don't know what to feel. Relief or regret.
Watson, my friend.
You are not in a good state, Holmes.
Neither are you.
I suppose not. Can you walk?
Not without your help.
Why did you fake your own death? And who were those men?
I have to carry on with the investigation. Alone. John, I'm innocent. I'm not an accomplice of those men. Look at me. Do I look as though I could be their boss? Am I in a position to give such orders?
What a relief. Oh, my God, what a relief. But how?
Curare, hemlock, a few Indian plants, and sheep's blood to create the impression of death. The pathologist who owed me a favor for the death certificate.
Holmes, I was talking about this affair of...
I will explain everything, my friend, but we must leave here.
Yes, let's go back to Baker Street. I'll help you. Lean on me.
So, Holmes is about to give a big explanation for all of
Home
this.
at last. I have missed this old room very much, Watson.
I put everything back in place after Baines went through it, but I didn't stay here. I couldn't face it.
Sit down, my friend. It is time for you to know the full details of this case. First of all, I must apologize for the distress that this has caused you, and for my behavior, which was, I know, quite abominable. I can only hope that by the end of this explanation you will understand that I behaved in such a way only to protect you, and that it caused me great pain to see your trust and confidence in me ebbing away.
From whom or what did you wish to protect me?
From Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty?
We should not have taken pity on him in that Swiss asylum. Do you remember during the case of the Awakened? Our indulgence has cost us dear today.
He's responsible for the bishop's murder?
Yes, but that was only a small detail in his plan. A detail which he had to eliminate, as it compromised the whole of his diabolical project. The bishop had in his possession a document which he suspected as being one component of a larger puzzle. The ramifications were unknown to him, but he considered the matter as sufficiently important that he should consult me. The day before our macabre discovery, his nephew, who was in his confidence, brought to him an important element which helped him understand Moriarty's grand plan. It was at that moment that two men began to comprehend the seriousness of the situation. The bishop then decided to contact me.
Against his nephew's wishes? Was that what they argued about?
Yes, but Moriarty found out that the bishop knew of his projects, and he arranged for his murder. The murderers were also supposed to bring back the document that the nephew, young Hampford, found, but they were unable to open the safe.
What was the document?
Evidence of Prince Woodville's implication in the project.
The nephew must have retrieved it from the Royal Archives, where he worked. A link to the crown.
Yes, Moriarty wanted to overthrow Queen Victoria and place the prince on the throne of England.
But that's impossible. He would have needed to create an incredible coup d'etat.
Patience, Watson. First of all, Moriarty placed his pawns so they might begin to develop and encourage a tense atmosphere, ready to discredit the Queen and thereby raise Woodville's popularity.
And provoke a famine, so that the prince's soup kitchens could begin distributing food and he would appear as a hero.
Exactly. Moriarty quickly learned that I was making inquiries as to his plan, and without wishing to sound vain, he knew that I was the only person capable of upsetting his schemes. He therefore set up a plan that I be discredited and thought of as a criminal.
And you played along with him.
Precisely. Allowing him to believe that he had succeeded was the best way of ensuring that his attention was no longer fixed on me.
Why didn't you say anything to Scotland Yard?
Did you not think it strange that Inspector Lestrade was away for weeks?
What? You mean to say that Baines
Was working for Moriarty.
I understand. The bishop's murderers were in the hands of this traitor, and you were therefore at a dead end after our investigations at the opium den.
Yes, and Baines' authority allowed him access to the police archives. He changed and forged all the charges in the documents that you saw at Judge Beckett's house. It was also he who substituted the Samoan necklace for a vulgar copy.
So that was why the judge went to Farley's, to obtain Baines's false information.
Precisely. But they each found themselves as instruments in Moriarty's strange orchestra. Judge Beckett received entire books full of charges against me, and a journalist such as Farley will not hold back when he gets the chance to make the front page of all the newspapers in England. With regard to Farley, it was a mere case of professional misconduct.
And to think that I held you responsible for the explosion at the judge's house. What a relief! But why did Moriarty have him killed?
He was on the point of discovering that all the documents supplied by Farley, and therefore by Baines, were false. Exactly the opposite to what our enemy was anticipating.
And where did the poison fit in all this?
Unfortunately, I do not possess all the information on this subject. The first time that we saw the effects of this substance on the body of the bishop, the poison was evidently only at an experimental stage. It was much too potent to do anything with.
Effectively. But in the second case, Kurtz, I didn't notice a great advance.
However, there was one. The poison was no longer fatal.
Yes, but the madness was still there. I should remind you that he attempted to devour his own dogs.
Correct, Watson. But it was not the second case, as you supposed. Remember the number of other incidences of madness, either collective or individual, relayed in the press in the days prior to it.
You mean to say?
That Moriarty tested this dangerous mixture on a large number of guinea pigs, apparently with little success, as all those people are now dead. I say apparently, because I do not have the least idea as to the result Moriarty was hoping for.
And that's where Hans comes in, isn't it?
Moriarty needed him to devise the substance's final formula.
And so you helped Hans to escape, so he might lead you to it.
Yes, but things did not go as I had planned. The professor's men got their hands on him just after his escape.
And you lost his trail.
Yes, but I doubted that Moriarty would take Hans to his lair. To find him, I had only one trail, the bomb placed at the judge's house.
The trail of the 3 Russian brothers.
I found out about the mill by having the anarchists' trail followed by the children in my own secret police. Once again, their help was a determining factor. As regards knowing where to locate Moriarty's lair, I hoped to find the information in the attic of the watermill. I got to it only just in time, before Baines turned up.
And you were stuck then, weren't you? Allowing him to arrest you would have meant certain death.
Regrettably. But Moriarty's plan worked in any case, as after killing Baines, I became England's most wanted man for the murder of a Scotland Yard inspector.
And so you had to make sure that people forgot about you. Therefore, you orchestrated your own death, so that you might continue your investigation discreetly. Oh, that was a terrible time for me, Holmes.
I am sorry, my dear fellow.
Well, the important thing is that you are well and truly alive.
Yes, but it is not over yet. Moriarty will take action one day or another.
You were saying that you had found Moriarty's hideout. Where is it?
In an abandoned fun fair on the outskirts of London. It is quite certain that they are all there. Shielman, the Prince, and of course, Moriarty.
If Moriarty puts the Prince on the throne, he'll have his hands on the reins of the kingdom. Her colonies, her diplomatic network, her riches, everything.
Yes, including the army, the war fleet, everything he needs to help him conquer Europe. And eventually, I suspect, the world.
Holmes, we have to be quick. His plan hasn't been put into action yet. Perhaps it's not too late.
Let us go immediately, Watson.
Okay, so as per usual in Sherlock Holmes cases, it all comes back to Moriarty.
Do you really believe that Moriarty is in there behind that fence?
Something in the wind seems to suggest it, Watson.
I have a peculiar acid taste in my mouth, if that is what you mean, Holmes.
Well, yes. The air is tainted still with toxic fumes from the factory chimneys.
I believe that I read about this place. The fun fair was abandoned after the factory was built so close by. It was said that even the ice cream tasted bitter. Aren't you curious about the warehouse down there? There seems to be some strange activity taking place inside.
Strange and in keeping with Moriarty's activities. Let us go and see what they're up to.
Alright. So, now that I know what I'm doing, I am going to have a little bit more time to record. The episode won't be quite as long as it initially was. However, I'm going to go ahead and stop at the same place just because of the time shortage I'm now running on, for the simple fact...
That could be used as a weapon in a necessity.
For the simple fact that I had to re-record all of this.
With this cable car...
Yes, we can get down to the warehouse. I'm aware.
Cutting pliers. They could be useful.
Alright, and then... I believe there was one more thing. Yes.
Vodka. There's a little at the bottom of these bottles.
Russian alcohol. Holmes, the three brothers.
The three brothers. I just bit my tongue. That kind of hurt. Alright, over here. Where's the thing?
A crank.
A crank! What is this, Resident Evil?
The lever is... This
Toot, toot. And
a
oil.
bottle of motor oil.
Okay. Come over to this baby.
This motor is... There's a little... empty.
Put the vodka.
Here's what we
In
can
there.
use for fuel.
Put the oil in there.
Let us hope it works.
Put the crank on there.
The crank is...
Turn the crank!
It
Woo!
works.
We are going to separate. I will find a way into the fair, and you must investigate the warehouse.
Very well, I'll do that.
There is no one on the roof. If the machine should get out of control, then just use the brake. There ought to be one.
I should hope so. Anyway, there's no other choice. And when I've found out what is going on down there, what should I do then?
Come and join me in the fairground. You can follow my route to get over the fence. Then you should find me easily enough. Good luck, my dear fellow.
Okay. You don't have to load like this every time. Alright, there we go. Now, I control Watson. Let's go see the fuck is going on at this warehouse.
Come on, John. Courage.
I spent actually quite a bit of time at this warehouse trying to figure out how to do stuff. I mean, I noted that it was progressively getting a little bit easier for me to figure out what to do. And I felt like I got much farther the first time I recorded this than I would have normally in the time span that I recorded, but you know, maybe I just got lucky that this one part just was not that hard. You kind of explore everything and some things are self-explanatory.
No one seems to have noticed me. Now I must try to find out what is going on here.
Okay. So hop off.
The bag. I'll keep the rope.
Of course you will.
It's a miracle that this reservoir is standing. The feet are being eaten away by rust.
Alright. I have to collect all the rope off all the bags.
Carts from the soup kitchens. They appear to be queuing up.
So, well, you know,
I
I'll
must
just
find
wait.
out.
Yes, we must find out what is going on inside the warehouse. We are aware.
It's
Yes, but I can grab the bottle.
an empty bottle.
Alrighty, and then I don't really know how they plan to stop anybody though. Like they're gonna find like Moriarty and this prince guy and whatever, but I don't know what they plan to, you know.
A large
Alright, and then I gotta mix all that together, and then
It's too dark inside this reservoir.
but I know there's water in there, so I drop this on down in there, and I collect some water, and then I mix it with the dry cloth, and now I have a wet duster. I really wanted to make a Molotov out of it though, but you know, we don't have any alcohol because we used all the vodka. And then we come over here, and I get to use this to clean the window. There we go. Cutscene.
So, it is inside these warehouses that Prince Woodville's canteens on wheels are filled up. And Hans is there to add his poison. That siren is a signal to open the doors and let out the carts of poison soup, destined for London. I wonder what Holmes is doing at this moment.
All right. In a second, you're gonna let me control it. So, Holmes, alive and well. All that shit that I've been blaming you for, you were completely innocent of. And this whole time, like, I guess I knew that Holmes was going to be innocent in the end because, you know, it's just the fact that I wasn't in on everything. I didn't, as the viewer, as the player, I didn't have all the information. They wanted you to believe that, you know, he was doing something wrong.
Here is a good place to try.
Ugh. But I guess I should have known, just like in every movie and whatnot, you know, that he wasn't going to be doing, it wasn't going to be him. He wasn't going to be killing people. I mean, he did kill that fucking Inspector Baines, but
The
to be
way
fair, he was
is
a bad
clear.
guy.
Good, I'm in. Now I must find Moriarty.
That's like at the end of the Sherlock Holmes movies. Spoiler if you haven't seen the movies. You think he dies, and then you find out at the end that he's actually
A
alive.
target from a firing range. A telephone line. A telephone.
Alright, I don't know what the blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the relevance of the telephone line is yet.
A target from a firing range. The Stand's accounts book.
Thank you.
Let's look at the book's secret. Secret accounts. The Stand's owner must do something other than manage a simple coconut shy.
Well, yeah, we know.
And there is a strange poem about animals. The Stand's owner.
Right. We know that they don't run this stand in the same sense that they used to because we already know that
Let's
it's been
see.
shut down. That information's not important. I mean, it is important for me, but as a viewer, it's not really. There we go.
It's the Stand's till.
Alright.
A fire. It's clear that
Open this.
elementary. There is a high.
Right. And then we have to
I
go back
need-
here. Put the giraffe on. And then you put the lion on. And then you put the monkey on. And then I have to figure out where everyone goes.
I am missing some.
No, you're not.
I can't see a key.
There we go. Okay. So, place targets according to the notes. So each one has like a little thing above its head that tells me something, and those are the notes that I picked up that I said that they weren't relevant information to you, but they are to me. And so, for example, only the elephant can stand among predators and risk turning his back on the king of the animals. So only the elephant can have a predator on each side, and only the elephant can stand next to the lion and live. So the gazelle is dead. It's dangerous to turn its back on the lion. So we know that the lion and the gazelle are next to each other, and that the elephant and the lion are next to each other. And then I'll just go down the line. So sitting at the edge of the jungle, so the monkey's on the end, chimpanzee doesn't notice that the vulture grabbed him with his claws. The giraffe witnessed the scene. And then you can turn them back and forth and make them look at each other, or you can put them down, indicating they're dead. So the giraffe witnessed it, and then if you look at the hair, the hyena waited for the hare to come out of its burrow, which will never do again because they both died. So the hyena and the hare are next to each other, and it also says that the giraffe was next to the hare. So we know that the hare and the hyena are dead, and they should be facing each other because they died together. And then I think the vulture faces that way. The giraffe faces towards the vulture because it witnessed the monkey getting killed. The gazelle is dead. The lion should be facing the gazelle, and the gazelle is facing away
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
because the gazelle turned its back and it got killed.
The Stand's slush fund. I wonder what happened to the owner that he should leave without his savings.
And then we're going to go on,
If the
and
guard
he's going to
sees
make a
me,
comment about
he
the
will
guard.
sound the alarm. I must neutralize him, but discreetly. There are probably others, and
Right. Lucky for us, we've just collected some money. Also, we're genius masterminds, so
it's open. This building...
Yes. So, all of these cages, I'm not going to examine each one. They housed animals. I'm not going to waste time examining all of them.
This cage...
It was boarded up
A
with
large
planks.
syringe.
And there's bandages.
Old bandages. Everything points to that cage having been used to treat sick animals. A key.
All right. And down to the end. If you look through the through the doors,
Apparently
you can
it's a med-
see the guard if he's walking by you.
The only thing... If the guard sees me, he will sound the alarm.
Right. So that indicates that I'm ready to go ahead and distract him now. And we do so by luring him with money, what every person
There.
wants.
That should interest our guard.
And I have 5 bloods, so there's 2. Basically just lead him like he's a little experimental mouse. Do. Place some money here. And some money in the cage.
Good. My little stratagem is in place. All I need to do is to wait for him to come back here.
Alright. Now, let's go trap our guard. Phew.
I have to shut him up, and quickly.
Not that he was making any noise, but, you know, he's too busy searching for more money. And down and out! He's going
Perfect.
for quite some
Thanks
time.
to the ether, this baller will sleep for a long time.
Alright, and there you have it. And that actually took a lot longer than I anticipated it to take. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. And I'm not going to bother starting up a second episode because it's the third time I've recorded this game today and I'm getting very tired. So, thank you guys so much for watching this. Stick around for the next one if you're so inclined to want to see how this ends, because fingers crossed I'm finishing this the next time I record. We'll see how long it takes. Could be 2 more episodes. We'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm excited to start a new game. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're wanting to see the rest of this, or if you're interested in seeing any more content from me. And I'm gonna stop rambling now because I need to just, yeah, so, yeah. Like I said, if you guys like this video, hit that like button. And as always, stay classy, my friends. Bye-bye. That's why I looked. I love when the game does this. Work
I will
table,
examine
please.
this